Hey everyone, welcome back to another SAT math video. This is a question from the official 2024 Practice Test 5 Math Module 2 linked in the description below. 5. Eretmochelys imbricata. What the heck is that? I don't know. A type of sea turtle. Oh, that's what I guess this is a fancy way to call a sea turtle. Okay. Each have a nest. So each of these sea turtles have a nest, 5 of them. The table shows an original data set of the number of eggs that each turtle laid in its nest. So we have the different nests, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the number of eggs. A sixth nest with 121 eggs is added to create a new data set. So we can imagine we have F, we have some nest F with 121 eggs. That's basically what they're telling us right there. Which of the following correctly compares the means of the two data sets? And they give us a bunch of options, right? So basically what they're asking us is this data set right here, A to E, has some mean, right? Or some average. And they want us to compare this average to the average of the entire data set, right? Or the data set with F included. So that would be our mean prime, right? So the fundamental concept you basically need to know here is averages and means, right? So our fundamental concept is basically understanding means, right? So we don't really need to do any math. It's more kind of just understanding how averages are affected by different numbers, right? So 121, right? If we look at 121 in comparison to the rest of the data points, right? We know that 121 is lower or less than all the other data points combined, right? So I will just explain this to you in terms of like your math test, right? So suppose, and just bear with me 1 second, it might make a little bit more sense. So suppose in your class you so far have like an A plus, right? You've had like 9 tests, and on all of them you've got an A plus. Your current grade is an A plus because you're super smart, you watch my videos, and you get really good grades on your math test. But now maybe you stop watching my videos, and then all of a sudden you get a F on one test, right? What's that going to do to your grade? Your grade is no longer going to be an A plus, it's going to go down, right? And now your new grade is going to be like maybe a B or like maybe a C. But the point is your average went down, right? Because you had a score that was much lower than the rest of your tests, your average went down, right? So if we have a data point that is much less than the other data points, we know that this mean 1 right over here, this one is going to be greater than mean prime, right? Or our mean 2. So the mean of the original data set is going to be greater than the mean of the new data set with 121. Why? Because 121, it brings the average down, right? Because it is much less than the other data points, it brings the average down, right? So let's go through our options and see which one kind of follows that logic, right? So there's not enough information. That is just a trick. If you put that answer, you probably were guessing, so shame on you. The means of both data sets are equal. We know for a fact that's not true because they have different number of numbers, and we have this 121, so the means are definitely not equal. The mean of the original data set is less than the mean of the new data set. Well, would it really make sense? No, because remember, the new data set has this extra 121, which brings the average down. So B is definitely wrong, meaning A is our only option that makes sense because the mean of the original data set is greater than the mean of the new data set. And why is that? Again, we have this number 121 added to our new data set that makes the average smaller, right? Because this number is smaller than the rest of the numbers. So hopefully I repeated that enough times for you to understand the reason why A is correct. let me know in the comments below if there's anything I can do to improve these videos or make them better. That's all you really need to know for this one. You just need to understand how means work, or means, in other words, how averages work, right? So yeah, check out the links in the description below. Khan Academy is the topmost link because it has a bunch of SAT practice, and there's some other links below that you might find useful. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.